Hello and welcome to another cast by the SC Chronicles. RB3Gay here with
Truth.
Alright, we got ourselves WhiteRa, or better known as WhiteRa, the red Protoss player, versus BratOK, or BratOK, however you want to pronounce it, the blue Terran player on Lost Temple.
So yeah, they do spawn cross-positional with BratOK on the 3 o'clock and WhiteRa on the 9 o'clock, so this should be a long game. I'm actually very excited about this game because I've been a big fan of BratOK with his whole Marine build with Ghost. I thought that build was awesome, and the durability of that build is, makes it so amazing. So
Yeah,
hopefully we'll see it.
I think it was that build alone that basically made you go exclusively Terran. Even though you play random, you play so much Terran now. I think that's basically what transferred you over.
Yeah, I thought those builds, that special from day 9 really converted me. That stuff what BratOK did with those Marines and Ghosts was amazing.
Yeah, it's so powerful against the Protoss player. And we do have a tutorial video-ish of how to use Ghost in a Marine Marauder ball kind of against a Protoss player. Go check that video out too. Annotation will be up here somewhere.
Yeah, but that was more like a mix. BratOK was strictly just Marines, and this makes it work. I don't got the micro to keep Marines alive, so I gotta throw Marauders in to be the brunt or damage takers. They just soak up some damage.
Alright, so anyways, in this game right now, we got a gateway coming down for WhiteRa. I think that'd be a 12 or 13 gate. 12 probably. And barracks coming up for BratOK, so very basic standard play. No cheese, nothing weird going on right now. WhiteRa does have a scouting probe coming in to see what's going on.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that BratOK doesn't send out a scouting SCV earlier. I guess he doesn't expect any type of 2-gate rush or anything because, maybe it's a fun match with WhiteRa, his buddy. And, BratOK doesn't really wall in, so really when you don't wall and you're, really susceptible to that 2-gate cheese, and maybe cheesing is just more common in the lower ladder levels.
Probably. And then again, this is just a friendly game from where we downloaded this, so I don't assume that they're trying their hardest to play this game. They're just kind of playing a friendly game right now.
Yeah, but then again, it's all assumptions and we don't really know. So here we go with the regular or broke man on time with the 15th supply and the 16th Marine. Maybe we'll see some Void Rays out of WhiteRa because he does like using Voids against Terran, and it's actually a really good strategy to keep Voids. It really makes Terrans favor Marines more.
Yeah, exactly. Got a Cybernetics core coming down for WhiteRa right now, so he's probably going to get a some stalkers out just to keep any kind of early pressure from either Marauders or even Reapers away.
Yeah, so WhiteRa actually does like to get a Zealot out first. A lot of Protoss players do neglect that first Zealot, just not even worry about it, just wait for that Stalker to come out to just deal with any type of Marines or Reaper pressure.
Yeah. Anyways, other than that, we got ourselves a factory coming down for BratOK right now. He's pumping out SCVs, as are both players actually, keeping their economy going. So we should see some really heavy eco builds soon.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that BratOK put down a factory. I didn't think he'd go for a 1-1 or a factory play. I thought he'd put down 2 more barracks and put a reactor in a tech lab and get that Ghost Academy.
Yeah, not that same build. So again, like we were saying, just assuming that this might be just a fun game where they're trying some different things out.
Or maybe he just, found a new way or a new cooler build that I can mimic and copy.
You like doing that, don't you?
You gotta learn from the best one way or another.
That's true. Alright, BratOK does have 2 gas already up, and he's getting a ton of gas, so this usually goes to either, well, he's throwing a starport, so he might be going Cloak Banshees actually.
So this is a 1-1-1 build. He could go with a tech lab on this and get a siege tank out with a dropship and just siege up on this ramp. It's the high ground. It's really hard for Protoss to really expand without sight up there. You can get a turret here with 1 Viking to protect, and 1 tank can really just neutralize this whole area.
Yeah, that expansion has no chance of going up with a 1 tank, 1 turret, and a Viking up in that area. Anyways, other than that, right now he is getting a tech lab on his factory. So again, if he's getting some siege tanks, which he's not, he's floating his floating his factory right away. So it is going to be probably for that starport.
Yeah, so he's gonna probably put that starport out and get an early Banshee out. There are 3 gates down right now for WhiteRa. He has no real vision up the ramp. He is trying to poke up with his Stalker. Does catch a glimpse of that factory, so that'd be crucial for him to know that it's not going to be an infantry push. It will be more of a 1-1-1 build or a mech build.
Yeah, exactly. On WhiteRa's side though, he doesn't have very many units. Just 1 Zealot and 1 Stalker out in the field right now. Whereas he spent most of his money right now just trying to get this expansion up and running.
Yeah, his expansion is really early and actually pretty dangerous right now. He doesn't have many units. There are Banshees coming on the way. There is Cloak that is being researched, but there is this robotics facility that can supply him with an observer just to follow those Banshees around.
Yeah, exactly. That observer will probably be a game breaker or basically a game maker for WhiteRa once those Banshees do get into his base.
Which is kind of weird. This was a tech lab earlier. He cancelled it and put on a reactor, so I don't know if he's favoring just made a mistake or he actually doesn't want to go for double starport. He knows that another barracks coming down.
I have no idea what BratOK is going for. We'll just have to wait and see. One Banshee is out and flying around right now. Gonna probably swing around the north side of the map and then go through into the base.
Yeah, well, there was a Raven on line for BratOK, but he changed that over to a medvac, and he seems to be changing his decision mind a lot right now. I can't really figure out what he wants to do, but this Banshee going in probably will give him some crucial information to figure out what he needs.
Yeah, exactly. There is a 4th gateway, I think, going up for WhiteRa right now. Looking up on the production tab. Yeah, there we go. He does have a 4 gate, so he will have the ability to warp in a ton of units at once. Once we see that, we might see a cool push come out of that.
Yeah, this Observer's flying the wrong way. He does have enough warp gates to make enough stalkers to really take down this Banshee. The Banshee's cloak is finished right now, and now it all depends on how much damage it can do. WhiteRa has early expanded.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, now this Banshee's coming in, taking out probes one by one right now. It isn't cloaked, and it cloaks right as the stalkers get underneath it to try and attack at it. The Banshee is going straight in for the main base's mineral line right now, but the Observer does come in to catch a glimpse and allowing these stalkers to shoot at it.
Yeah, there's probably going to get one more probe kill on his way out if it can scoot and shoot, and we'll probably just, run home to safety to get repaired and live another day.
Yeah, that Banshee with only 10 HP left, probably going to go home and just hope to get repaired now.
Yeah, there is an orb running around in BratOK's base, so now WhiteRa knows exactly what's going on. He sees a lot of Marines being produced, so he probably will get a Templar Archive or Colossus tech, depending on what he wants. Right now, there is a Twilight Council on its way, so right now we're kind of in the dark.
Yeah, no, there's so many weird things going on in this game right now. There is a expansion coming up, or a command center coming up for BratOK right now. He's probably going to fly that down into his natural. This OB is following this army and going straight to the Zelnaga watchtower. A probe does get a chance to run away before it gets shot down.
Yeah, he does run home to safety. This Banshee's still sitting up here in the brush. I don't know if he forgot about it or it's destined for better things soon to come.
Yeah, no, that Banshee's in a completely weird position right now. But BratOK is getting a Raven right now, and he does have 2 medvacs with a ton of Marines right now. So if does he have stim? Yeah, he's working on stim right now. So once he stims up, those Marines will be that much more deadly with those medvacs flying overhead.
He does have stim and getting concussive shells, but he's yet to make up. Oh, there's the first Marauder. So concussive shells are worthwhile right now with 1 Marauder on the field, and he does have a Raven up for that PDP.
Completely neutralize it, which would completely neutralize those stalkers.
Yeah, the point defense drones can soak up a lot of damage, and it gives basically the infantry enough time to stim up, run up to those stalkers, and just take them all down without taking any damage.
Yeah, it's a very, very powerful tool that the Terran players do have. Observers just flying around trying to check to see what's going on. What does WhiteRa know that is in BratOK's base right now? Doesn't really know much other than the
everything.
2... Huh?
He had that all floating around and he saw basically the entire unit composition. But he is decided to get early charge over Blink. I don't know, I'd rather have Blink when I'm coming against Terran infantry, but if you pump enough Zealots and get to an open area, charge loss can cut down that distance and really take advantage.
There is a +1 weapons for infantry coming up for BratOK right now, and there is a Templar Archives for WhiteRa right now.
Yeah, so this will be the game changer once those High Templars come out with Storm and the Caldarian Amulet to really do some Storm drops. This could be the end of this infantry ball. Yeah,
no, the storms just are devastating. You just throw down 3 storms, Marines, and Marauders, just gone. They're completely just exploded in a fiery lightning ball.
Yeah, he's gonna really need EMPs to either take out the Ghosts, take out the High Templars with Snipe, or just EMP the energy away. And he is getting his Ghost Academy and +1, so I guess he's gonna go for an infantry build. 2 Ghosts are queued up and ready to go, but they will take a little bit of time before they can actually throw down an EMP, but there's still some time.
WhiteRa did take out the rocks at the gold expansion, so he's probably going to be gearing up to expand himself, while BratOK is taking out the gold expansion's rocks himself.
Yeah, they're really playing a macro-heavy game right now. A lot of players, they're sitting back. They're not really going anywhere past their Zelnaga watchtower, and they're just holding their ground right now.
Yeah, just trying to stay on their half of the map. They've drawn like a duct tape line, and they're not going to cross that until they have like a 200 army.
So yeah, the High Templars are trying to be spawned in. Storm is being researched and probably will take a Chrono Boost to finish, or just let it go, I guess. He's not in any rush right now. He is Chrono Boosting up +1s right now, and that Banshee comes down just to get sniped.
That Banshee just got exploded. Didn't even have a chance against like 6 stalkers right there.
Yeah, this Ob up here saw it coming, and so WhiteRa is on his game. Just sends those stalkers down, takes it out.
Yeah. The Caldarian Amulet is being researched for WhiteRa right now, so he will be able to just spawn in a ton of High Templars whenever, and they'll all be able to spawn. Storm right when they get him.
Yeah, I don't know how BratOK's gonna deal with those High Templars with only Marines. Marines will melt away to Storm, and I fall into a lot of Protoss players with good Storms, and I don't really know what he can do.
Yeah, there's not much unless he goes into a mech-based play. But again, right now, I don't think BratOK knows about the Storm or the High Templars right now.
So another unit just died there to the Stalkers. WhiteRa being very vigilant and keeping his borders clean with pylons around and Stalkers ready to run around and take down anything that comes towards him.
And WhiteRa does have his gold expansion up and running already, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, throws down a cannon right there, so if there is going to be any other Banshees coming in to try and harass, they will have to deal with the cannon beforehand.
And missile turrets coming down in the middle. Looks like BratOK probably will get a few tanks maybe to solidify that middle with some turrets and siege tanks. Always a good mix, but looks like he's just using it to keep obs away.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. There's not even a tech lab on his factory right now, so more than anything, that turret is going to take out that obs and taking out all the vision for WhiteRa.
Yeah, so the armory is being completed for BratOK to get those crucial +2s for his infantry army, because once his +1 armor finishes, he needs to get that armory up before he can get any type of +2s or +3s.
Factory flying around to do nothing.
Yeah, just repositions.
Just because it can.
Yeah,
ton of
Ravens.
Ton of SCVs being moved to the gold expansion also, so the BratOK does have his expansion up too. So this, like we said before, this is going to be a heavy macro game. We're going to see a lot more bases go up probably from the looks of how they're playing.
Yeah, we have 77 harvesters for WhiteRa and 60 for BratOK, and there has been no major exchange besides the storm drop here with the High Templar trying to form into an Archon before that Ghost can bring it down, and that Ghost needs a backup before that thing forms.
The Archon comes in right now, but the Archon has to deal with the whole army, not going to be able to do much. I think what happened was there was a Warp Prism that came in and dropped down those 2 High Templars, but the missile turrets were up and that Warp Prism just died.
Yeah, it looked like he did get a few kills though, but really this late in mid of game with no real losses, killing a few SCVs isn't the biggest setback, as WhiteRa gears up to take his 4th and 5th expansion.
All at once, both of them going down almost simultaneously. WhiteRa is getting his the range upgrade for Colossus, so we might see some Colossus very, very soon, because there is one queued up in his robotics bay.
So yeah, it looks like they're exploring every branch of that tech tree. They got High Templars with the Khadarian Amulet and Storm. Thermal Lances for Colossus, and Colossus are coming out. This seems like an anti-marine army, and then we only see Marines.
Yeah, those Colossus will be able to cut through all these Marines. Those Storms will be able to destroy those Marines. So I really don't know what's going down, but WhiteRa did cancel that expansion, and he's throwing it back down now.